Chapter 13 deals with accounting for payroll and payroll taxes. First, we're going to analyze a payroll transaction. We're going to journalize a payroll, including the employee payroll taxes. We're going to calculate and record employer payroll taxes, prepare selected payroll tax reports, and pay and record withholding and payroll taxes. So lesson 13-1, we're going to record a payroll. So we're going to analyze the payroll transactions and journalize a payroll, including employee payroll taxes. Payroll information for each pay period is recorded in your payroll register, and that's what we did last chapter. Each pay period, payroll information is also recorded on the employee's earning records. So again, we're going to record the entire payroll on the payroll register, and then we separate them into our employee's earning record. Separate payroll accounts for each employee are not kept in the general ledger. Instead, accounts that summarize total earnings and deductions for all employees are kept in the general ledger. So when we start working with our journalizing and posting, we're talking about the entire payroll, not individual employees. The total of gross earnings for all employees earning hourly wages, salary, and commissions is called a salary expense. So it is an expense for your business to pay their salary. The payroll register and the employee earning records provide all the payroll information needed to prepare the payroll and payroll tax reports. Journal entries are made to record the payments of payroll and the employer's payroll taxes. So we're going to use this payroll register to record our taxes. The column totals right down here provide the debit and credit amounts needed to journalize the payroll. So again, we're going to use the whole payroll register to record our payroll in our journal. The sum of the total earnings column right here is a salary expense for the pay period. Salary expense is debited for this amount. The total of each deduction column is credited to a liability account. For example, the federal income tax of $494 were withheld from the employee's gross wages. The amount withheld is a liability of the business until the taxes are sent to the federal government. Therefore, employee income tax payable is credited for $494 to record this liability. Each of the other deduction column totals is credited to the related liability account. So we'll take Social Security, and that will be credited. Remember, it's a liability. We owe it to the government. Medicare tax, we are collecting the Medicare, and eventually we will pay it to that government agency. Same with our health insurance. We are collecting from each employee, and every month or every 3 months, we will make payments to the health insurance company. We also collect for retirement. Okay. The net pay column then, the net pay column total of $269.87 is the net amount paid to the employee. So cash is credited for that amount. A check for the total net pay column is drawn on 3 Green's general checking account and is deposited in the separate payroll checking account. Individual payroll checks then are written on that account. Then if you take, like I said before, the sum of the total earnings column here, you add those all up, and that equals the total earnings equals your salary expense. And that's where that comes from. So your journal entry will include all of these entries that we have placed in the T accounts. Remember, these are all liabilities, thus the word payable. You will write out one check to pay all your employees because it gets put in that payroll account. And the total amount of all of the deductibles, deductions, and the cash is a salary expense to your business. Next, we're going to take that information and place it in the journal. Since we are paying cash right here, we have to use the cash payments journal. Okay, so your transaction will look like this: paid cash for semi-monthly payroll, and then it has all of your deductions. So again, we're going to write the date. We'll write the debit account, the account debited. You'll see what that we will be debiting salary expense, and that goes in your general debit. We will write the check number. Our total earnings is the salary expense, which is debited. Amount paid to the employees is our cash. And then our amounts credited, which is all of your liabilities. Just a couple of questions. What account titles are used to journalize the total earnings column of the payroll register? That would be salary expense. What account title is used to journalize the federal income tax column of the payroll register? That would be your employee income tax payable. 3, what account title is used to journalize the Social Security tax column? You would use Social Security tax payable. And then the last one, what account title is used to journalize Medicare tax column of the payroll register? And that would be your Medicare tax payable.